And welcome back to your weekend edition of Summit Sunrise. And we are joined in the studio by one of our favorite people to have on the show, Mr. Doyle Richmond. How are you today, Doyle?
Thank you. Doing well.
Excellent, excellent. And for those of you who might not know this gentleman sitting next to me, he is one of the partners, you're the owner, right? For sure.
Well, yeah. Dave and I have we're at the real estate group, and Larry Laird started the organization.
Yeah.
Wow, probably 25, 30 years ago. And we get to run our little kind of office within an office with Larry. So it's
That's
great. We specialize in the Keystone area, but we do help people all over the county. We have listings in Silverthorne and Frisco and help people buy throughout the entire county. But we have a huge group of loyal customers and new customers all the time that come to us at the Keystone market too.
And there's nobody who knows more about, I think, the real estate game in the county, and that's a personal opinion that is backed up by science, of course. But it's I think what's unique about Doyle and his crew is the kind of unique personal experience you guys get that you like to offer, which I think is very valuable for people who are just moving up to Summit County, trying to get into the real estate game.
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone tries to be personal, but I mean, what you're trying to do is you're definitely trying to give someone that's looking at real estate for the first time, or if they're looking for several times or for years, you're definitely trying to give them a comfort level. You want to educate them. You want to, like, they're flipping through different things here in Keystone. You want them to be able to see different areas. And I think that the real estate is definitely one aspect of it, but it's also the whole lifestyle that we all live. So, I mean, people, I think, are amazed when you're flipping through these pictures that you can find properties at the base of Keystone Slopes in the $100,000 to $200,000 price range. I mean, that's just phenomenal. You certainly can pay a premium and be right there at the slopes right there, for example, at Lone Eagle or Timbers, and be right on the slopes, and you're going to be anywhere the 500 to 600s on one bedrooms and 700 plus on two bedrooms. Or you can be out there. They were just, the last picture that they were just showing was Settlers Creek, which is out in the woods, and ski tip right there right now, and that's out in the woods along the river, and only about a mile, anywhere from three-quarter of a mile to a mile away from the river run. So, there's a little bit of everything. So I think the most important thing is, explaining what exists out there, showing them, educating them, listening to people, and then ultimately, they'll make the right buying decision whether they want to buy or not buy.
Absolutely. Now, we're here in the summertime, of course. Do you see kind of more people in the county? I mean, we all see, people who are visiting us, taking advantage of the festivals and all that kind of stuff. But
well, yeah, historically the two big seasons are winter. I mean, winter is a given with the ski season, but summer is also, a lot of people have discovered, certainly Colorado people, Front Range people, and that's about 50% of our clientele that buy properties up here as a secondary home. Certainly they understand how, all that summer has to offer. And I think a lot of states over the years, that people that have owned up here, just use some states that get a little bit warmer weather, whether it be in Nevada or Arizona or Florida, for example, from where you're from. Absolutely. I mean, a lot of those people will say, let's get up to the mountains. We can escape for a month or two. Kids are out of school, and we're dealing obviously with all different generations. People that are retired, people that are starting young families, people that have older families. So there's a little bit of everything out here for all age brackets.
And that's one of the great things about Summit County. But that's also some of the insight that you can offer to people, that there is something for everybody, and there's probably covering most price ranges.
Yeah, I mean, like we said, real estate is one aspect of it, the whole lifestyle is another aspect of it, but there's so many different things to do, and there's so many different types of product that exist out there. I mean, someone might say to you, hey, I really need, for the convenience of my young kids, be close to the ski slopes. It makes it really pleasurable for me to just be able to leave my skis there, go in and out for lunches and things of that nature. And then you have the other person that might say, you know what, I want to be a little bit removed, get me on the golf course, have one of those beautiful homes. I want to use it when I want to use it. I'll maybe have some friends stay there. And then you have the other person that says a combination of all that. Give me the best bang for your buck, Doyle. Where can I get 1,200 square feet for this type of price range, and can I rent it on out and help cover some of my costs? So, there's a little bit of everything, and you're just kind of, again, listening to people to try to find that right product.
Well, that's what you do best, Doyle. That's what we appreciate about
Well, I
you.
hope so.
Absolutely.
So long as I have my ears in here, and I should be able to do that part of it.
Absolutely. We've got you've got the website, doylerichmond.com.
Yeah,
Doyle. You can take a look at the website, and you've got. Now, tell me a little bit about the featured properties thing, because
yeah, so they're on there. If they scroll down a little bit here on the screen, featured properties is down towards the right about there, and those happen to be our listings. Dave and I have about 50 listings at a time. We have a really good range of different options out there that exist. So we think our sellers have listened to us carefully. They know what the market is doing. We price the properties correctly, and consequently, we sell a lot of our own listings and a lot of other good broker seller listings. But on the quick search that was also up there on the website, someone can say, hey, I want to look at 2 bedrooms, 2 baths. I want to be 1,000 to 1,200 square feet, and I want to look at Copper, Keystone, and Breckenridge. I'm just using those because those are 3 ski areas. And they'll do a compare contrast, and then inevitably they're going to call us up and say, hey, Doyle, why is this property at this price? Where's this one located exactly? Or what are the whatever the details are that they might want to know. What kind of rental income could this property pull in? So a lot of people like to begin the search on the web nowadays, and then they tend to follow up with phone calls and things like that. They see us on TV, so that works too. But whether they see on TV or print or the internet, or you see your signs, you're hoping that people will call you, and when people spend some time talking to you, I think that's when you get their comfort level and they know, hey, Doyle and Dave really know what they're talking about. Let's spend some time with them and see if there's something that works for us.
Absolutely. Doyle, thanks so much for joining us here in the studio today. Make sure you check out the website. You can give them a call at the number on your screen as well. It's the Real Estate Group. We're very glad to have you here.
Thank you.
Doyle, thanks so much. We're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back with some more of your weekend edition of Summit Sunrise.